and we're going to get going. Here we go. Welcome, everyone, to a fireside chat with your soul. So I was just talking to Lynn before class and we were chatting about why we were here. And I said, my tree is still up and I don't want the holidays to be over. So I just thought I'd play a little bit. Let's call in sacred space. All right, here we go. Woo. So if you like, you can stand or just sit with me and just ground yourself. Send your roots down through your feet. Take a big, deep breath. And as you exhale, drop, drop, drop. Your grounding cords down into the earth. And just let yourself be held and sourced. See if you can just feel that energy pouring in through your feet. So then inhale, draw that energy consciously up your body, send it up and out through the top of the head, connecting all the way up, 12 dimensions and higher, all the way up to source energy. And then call that beautiful energy down through your body, send it all the way down into the earth and activate that as above, so below flow. And then just feel that flow running up and down through your body. Feel yourself being sourced. And then connecting with that flow, activate the as above, so below. So then moving to the north, we welcome Mother Earth. We give thanks to be here. We give thanks for our bodies. We give thanks for the ground we stand on and the food and nourishment it still gives us in spite of us. Moving to the south, we welcome water. We welcome clear, clean, current emotions. We welcome love into our circle. We welcome open-hearted laughter and joy into our circle. Moving to the west, we welcome air and mind, focus and clarity, all of our guidance, all of our helpers. And moving to the east, we welcome fire, our passion, that thing that makes us get up and move. Moving to the center, we welcome our own inner feminine and inner masculine energies, polarities that live in our bodies. We call that beautiful energy down through our bodies in perfect balance. We call up Mama Gaia's energy to pull and magnetize all that divine juju through us. We welcome our own sweet, extraordinary souls into the circle. We ask that all of these energies be with us, pray with us, and dance with us for our mutual benefit. We're falling back to the old standby because I still can't find the music I want that we can play on YouTube. So here we go. Okay, please tell me other people could hear the music. Because there's some people that said they couldn't. Because I could have not pushed the button.
No, we could hear it, Kathy.
Okay, good. All right, everyone. So why are we here? Other than Kathy just wanted to continue Christmas. Lots of reasons. Mainly because I just feel like I need to remind you, we got slammed again on New Year's. So we're living in very auspicious times. It just is very odd. No, it's not odd. This stuff happens all the time. Before all the light things started happening, and it's not comfortable for a lot of people. I understand that. But before that started happening, I was sitting at my altar and she was saying, I need more light. You need more light. You're going to have, she was telling me to do a cleanse. And I was not having it. Well, I didn't tell her no. I just said, okay. And waited. So, this is actually a good thing. It's like Mercury is finally starting to settle down, and oh, he gave me a run for my money this time. And you all were privy to a lot of that. And we're in this Capricorn soup where we can just plan anything we want and things just start to fall in our lap. And I've talked to a lot of people that are having those experiences. So it's like, this is a consequence. Mom asked for light, she got it, and she's still getting it. And there's lots of different kinds of light hitting the planet. And that sounds fun and metaphysically cool. And even what I wrote on there, all the different kinds, we move through the photon belt, the intensity of that light gets brighter, more galactic light. So literally, the reason they call it a golden age, folks, is because this planet has virtually been in the dark underneath the black hole for several thousands of years. So Kali Yuga is a thing. So when we're moving away from that spot, the golden age means there's lots more light hitting the planet. Krishna was blue for a reason. His body had to adjust at the different levels of UV rays that were hitting the planet during a time of a golden age. So that's where this planet is going. So when the light comes in and we all just go, I got a headache, it's because we haven't developed. There are systems inside of our body that we can develop that will help us digest it and store it in the right place. Most of us try to store it up here because we're very mental and we need to store it in our low belly. But none of us know this. There's no manual. So as we go through this tonight, I'm going to give you little tidbits of what's really happening and why. So literally we're on the edge, that little lip of the galactic rim. So there's literal big galactic light starting to hit the planet again. Now, she's done this lots and lots and lots of times. Us, well, maybe in other lifetimes, but this is a grand event to be here for, and we planned to be here for it. And then, of course, I was on a call with some other ladies today, and one of them said that the solar flare on New Year's Day was the biggest one that we've had since I think like 2017. So it was pretty big. And I noticed a little wind, but I don't think all of it has arrived yet. So I think if you haven't felt that, you might still. So what this all means for us, and I've seen, evidence of this in lots of other people that have talked to me from different classes. It's an auspicious time to create. It's an auspicious time to create things. And just about anything and everything is supported. But before your little ego goes, okay, what intentions can I set tonight? Let's wait a minute. That's kind of the way we've been operating down here for a while. And what came in for me with this light is that there's a better way. And even it's like the reason I see this so evidently loud is because I can see it in my own life. I can see where I was operating from here and just what I could see in front of me. And I'm as guilty as anyone with a phone, or was. I'm doing better. But that part of us, we carry our fear programming with us all the time. And it's how we've grown up. So operating from just, the sky is falling and we have to clean it up because that's how we've been operating. It's probably not going to keep working for us. And so we have to go to a place, we have to get our information from a different place. Most people that I work with, I think all of us that are in the metaphysical community have their own stories and have heard stories of the struggles of growing up in 3D land when we were young, or we've had tragedy, or we've had difficulty. All of us have had things we've had to deal with and grow from. And that is part of the reason that we came. But sometimes it might feel like there wasn't any instruction manual. We landed here in the 3D and everybody was scrambling, our parents included. And it's kind of like when the mama bird pushes you out of the nest and there isn't really, just flap. And it's like, figure it out. Figure out how to live and eat, feed yourself and your family and keep a roof over your head. And by the way, there might be other things down there you want to do. And God only knows how you're going to figure out how to do it, but we know you can. Go. See ya. And we landed and we've been doing our best, tap dancing as fast as we can to keep doing that. But when you're bombarded with so much misinformation about who you are and where you came from and what you're about, it's difficult not to be afraid. And that's usually, I do energy work. That's usually what I clear out of people most of the time, are things that are based in fear. But there is a guidebook of sorts. And some of us go here instinctively. Many of us go here when we're in a scrap. We need some help. But if you go to this spot consistently, you can learn to make choices that serve you. You can learn to figure stuff out before you step in it. They call it event-based learning. You can quit learning through event-based learning and learn from wisdom. So we can lay down the struggle. And when you go to that place, and if you've been on any of the calls recently, you know that I'm talking about your soul. When you start there, because that's first dimension, it's like we totally skip first and second. And there, the support that we were promised, we just never looked there because it's behind us. We're in 3D and we keep looking to 4D and to 5D, and we forget to look at what's been supporting us and holding us the whole time. That place knows who you really are, why you're here, how you originally planned to do it when you got here. And, you know, I've been going through my own metamorphosis, so I've been listening to a lot of different teachers, and there are esoteric teachings that teach that the pain and suffering that a soul might experience when it leaves its body is regret, because it didn't accomplish what it really came here to accomplish. And if we have been busy and if we still feel like, well, how am I supposed to express that and still manage my 3D life? My experience has been that managing from here is a lot easier. And you don't step in it and you make wiser choices. Because this place knows you, and it also knows the truth that there's nothing to be afraid of. That the biggest fear that you fear inside of you is probably death. Some of you might not have that, but it's been ingrained in us for so long that we all have a tinge. So that fear is constant unless you drop down out of your head and drop into your heart, because your heart knows your soul, and your soul knows that there is no death. You're not going to die. So dropping into this, and you know, this all sounds lofty and weird, but y'all, it's true. It's like when you find a doorway in and you get there, you really aren't afraid of anything anymore. You do things you never would have done when you were being sensible and living out your eyeballs. So I know this place works. And the reason I know is because I felt this. I felt that big love. I went all the way up to my 12th dimensional self. And it was like, what did you come to bring to this planet? And I got to feel it. And it's explosive. It's explosive love that Creator Creatrix sends with us. And it's still in there. and you can ignite it. And when you get down there and start playing in that, splashing around in that, um, there's no limit to what you can create, to the people you can heal, to what you can bring, and how we can shift the trajectory of what's been happening quickly. Because when you get here, you get to access all 12 dimensions. And those 12 dimensions have valuable tools that we could have already been practicing with. We could already, there are teachings and traditions out there that have been kept secret. People know this stuff. And we could have already been using this to heal our bodies, to heal our life, to make wiser choices, all the things. And we've just kind of been distracted. So my goal is to educate you a little bit, remind you. I think some of you have seen this slide. I doctored it a little, but remind you that you're not just what you see in front of you. You're not just Kathy or Linda or Mary, or you are something so much bigger and brighter. And you've been here for all of it. And all of that wisdom lives in your, literally, physiologically, you can access this memory. It's not that far off. It's like a few inches down from your eyeballs because of what we know. We know that the heart doesn't regenerate. The original cells that caught you, that begged you to come to this planet, that you've been having a love affair with for eons of time, they're still in there. They know you. They remember you. They've been pumping your information, all of that wisdom about you, through your body, because all the rest of your body regenerates. So those cells aren't going to remember you. The only part, that blessed heart of yours that volunteered to hang out for the duration and not go anywhere and just hold you and your wisdom and your memory, it's all right in there. And you can get to it. You can, because I've been doing it. Jamel's been doing it. We've been accessing this every day. And it's life-changing. It turns on creativity like you can't imagine. And you never want to do anything else. There were three of us talking today, and we all said, do we really want to go back to work? And I'm the only one that I feel like I took mine and made it my work. And so I'm working all the time and I think it's fun. So my goal tonight is to get you in. My goal is to get you into that place so you can feel it, so you can have a conversation, so you can experience what many of us have been experiencing. So it's like everyone, when they hear nowadays, when they hear that there's big solar flares, and I used to be just as bad when I'd hear that. I'd totally freak out. It's like, oh no, everything's going to go away. You know, I'd be scared to death. Now I get excited because I don't know what's going to drop in next. So I'm going to just let you drop in and feel it. And then I'm going to tell more of the story because there's more of that little seed story that you need to know about. And then we're going to do a deep meditation so you can really go in deep and have that chat with your soul. So just for now, though, just take a moment and breathe and close your eyes and put a hand on your heart space just so you can anchor there. And maybe we just do a few of those calm the vagus nerve breaths where you take a breath in and then a little one at the end and hold it a little bit and exhale. And do that a couple more times. And notice how your body settles a little bit. So then I want you to just imagine you can make yourself really tiny and just drop into your heart. And I'm doing my best to open mine so that you can feel what I feel. But if you can find it, just imagine you can see a tiny little seed of light deep in the center. Maybe you have to go down a few hallways to get to it. It's in the middle. And maybe it's a little candle. Maybe it's a flame. But it's in there. And if you wanted, you could make yourself even tinier and just go into the flame. But for now, I just want you to hang out there in the center of your heart. And see if you can feel what it feels like. And if you can't, it's okay. But just do your best. Just open your heart. Just tell your heart, show me. Show me what it feels like to be connected to my soul. What does my soul feel like? And just drop deep into that space. And just let yourself be held and nourished for a minute. Notice how quiet it is. When you get in, it's the most nourishing stillness. And yet in the background, there's this giddy, bubbly sensation. So this is your first dimensional self. This is the part of you that remembers the 12th dimensional self because they're both the same. You're just a tiny little drop of that. This one is the one that knows how to drive the car. So you can just stay present. You can open your eyes. I'm going to tell you the rest of the story. And then, well, at least as much as I know so far. And then we'll do a deeper meditation. So you'll remember that, hopefully you felt that once upon a time, you lived in light. And that light was full of love, explosive love, fireworks, love. And it was all you. new. And you lived in that light so long, you kind of got a little bored. You became enamored and enchanted with going to another place, a place where you could share and shine your light, where your light could be seen and enjoyed. Because everyone knows if you just stay surrounded by light, your soul gets bored. You can't see very much. Everybody looks the same. So you decided, your soul decided they were going to visit Earth. You dreamed of going to Earth for a very long time. If there is such a thing, you started as a baby angel, dreaming and dreaming and dreaming of go. And once again, you knew you had to be invited. So you waited patiently. But you were so excited when you found out you were really going. But then it took lots of time to prepare to go. And it took even longer to get you ready to go. And one day your big soul self came to have a chat. She's like, you know, it's been a while since you planned to go to Earth. And then you had to get ready, you had to prepare. And that took even more time. And we just wanted you to know that things down there, you know, we don't really experience time up here, but down there they do. And down there it's changed a little bit. There's more people, there's more stuff, there's just more. That also means more learning, more growth, more challenges, more opportunities to love. So do you still want to go? Well, of course she said yes. And she said, I want to be clear. This is what you're expecting to find. It's what all of us were wanting to find. And it's still there in spots. But you might also find this. And this. So the question remained, do you still want to go? Well, obviously, you know the answer to that because you're here. And you did. You and thousands of others like you headed toward this planet in your little seed sack of light. And because of all the scratchy, one of the promises you were given was support. There'd be guidance and helpers to support you. The trouble is that sometimes you just need to know where they are. You need to know where to look. And in all the chaos, it's like we just get distracted. There's too much going on and we just forget. So we're going to remember. we're going to return back to that place that knows us, that little seed that came down here, that remembers the part of us and that remembers the big us. And that seed inside your heart still holds your soul. And that's all your soul is that spark of light, of life force, of pure divine essence that can wake up, that is dying to wake up. That's what all the cosmic light is designed to do, to wake it up. So that's what we're going to do. So now, everyone, get comfortable. Settle in and settle down. Close your eyes. Place your hand on your heart. And you might want to make sure before we go any farther that you have something you can jot some notes down on if you think you want to. We are recording this. You can go back and listen again if you want. But if you want to take notes from your soul, because that's where we're going, it might be prudent. So then, hopefully everybody's settled. Just continue to breathe. And once again, drop down, down, down. Make yourself very tiny and go down into your heart. You may even intend to go to the original cells because they are there surrounding that tiny little droplet inside. So the beautiful part about this is you drop in, allow yourself, imagine yourself falling back into the arms of your soul, where you are held and loved beyond measure. Let yourself fall into that and feel it. One of my favorite parts about being here is the quiet. When we close our eyes and we drop into our heart, we can begin to let the chatter of our mind go. We're focused. We're focused on our soul. We're focused on love. Sometimes I like to go here and imagine I'm looking over the ledge, dreaming of the planet I thought I was coming to. Looking at her and loving her and remembering her lush forests, her happy brooks. That beautiful blue and green swirly ball. You knew there were libraries there, and you knew you'd get to create anything you wanted. You were so excited. Talk about standing in line for eons to get a ticket. So let yourself remember. Let yourself feel that. And if you need to go to your 12th dimensional self to feel that love, you can do it. You can walk that spiral staircase and go up. But you don't have to. The love is right here. So ask your heart to help you connect with that love, the love that you brought here. Ask your heart to remind you what it feels like. Sometimes you can get that feeling when you're listening to music or when you're outside in nature. So if it helps you to remember some of those times when you were out and nature spoke to you, staying connected to your heart, send your roots down through your feet. Feel that connection between the two of them. And feel source energy begin to pour in through your feet. Feel it run all the way up your legs, all the way up those major meridians, right to your heart. Why would that happen? They got a deal. It's called endless prana. When you connect to your soul, when you stay in your heart, you don't get tired. And when you do, you sleep because you're not worried anymore. You know you're safe. So just keep breathing, going deeper and deeper into that light. See if you can go in so deep that all you can see is light. Feel Mom feeding you. Mother Earth sourcing your body through your feet while you rest in the arms of your soul. Keep breathing. Feel how calm your body is now. From this calm place, you can ask the important questions. Who am I really? Not in just this life. Who am I really? And then maybe go a little deeper in, deeper, deeper into your heart, into that light. If I go in deep enough, I can feel this explosive love just pour out of my heart for everything. It's the love that creates everything. It's the love that makes you smile all the time and you don't know why. It's in there. So when you go in deep, keep asking questions. What do you want to know from your soul? What am I really here to do? What flavor of love am I here to bring? And how do I bring it? And you know, that flavor of love has been showing up through you ever since you got here. It shows up as a parent. It shows up as being a child, as being a daughter. It showed up for me, all those things and more. And it doesn't just show up when you're looking good. It shows up when things are yucky. It keeps you alive. It loves you. And from this quiet place, you can have a talk with that part of you. And you can ask why things don't work the way you want them to. And you can negotiate. And you can tell your soul what you need. And your soul will support you. Up until now, we've just kind of been screaming our intentions out there, hoping they land somewhere. But when we drop in here, you can make real plans. So spend some time here. Be with your soul. If you need to write, write. Whatever you need to do. Ask about 2024. How do you step forward? How do you step forward with grace and ease? How do you allow yourself grace? How do you open to receive? So take a few more minutes. Ask your soul if there's anything else you need to know. Thank your soul for waiting, for being there always, and for the help that I hope you received, or the help that is coming, because it will. It absolutely will. And then very slowly and gently, see if you can keep that feeling of contentment and peace in your heart and your body as you let yourself wiggle your fingers and toes and come back into present time. So the truth is, and you all know this, you can do that anytime. Um, and when you do, and I'm here to tell, I'm as amazed as anyone, because I just made the suggestion, it's not just happening for me. There's lots of other people having miraculous experiences from just connecting with their soul every day. So please, at the very least, do that. When you do, magic can begin to happen. If you want to learn the mechanics, I am itching to teach you. And we're going to start next Thursday during temple time. So the first one will be free. Anybody can come. But we're going to start, and we're going to go for 12 months. We're going to learn all our dimensions and lots of other tools to begin to utilize our lives the way they were intended to be used. I believe so strongly in this because I've seen the evidence of what it can do. I mean, you've already seen the price. It's very low. And because I believe so strongly, for those of you that are on this call, any of you that have already signed up for class, or if you want to sign up and do this, you can. I'm going to give a full ride scholarship to New Earth Priestess for the year of 2024. Starts January the 25th, I think. The first 5 people that are signed up for school and tell me they want into Priestess, you're in. You have to have seen it on here because I'm not going to advertise it. And so if you're not in, join. If you are in, just email me. 3-feathers at Hotmail. I'm doing this because the planet needs us to behave this way right now. All of us need to behave this way right now. We can't just keep ignoring what's right in front of us, and it's going to get dicier if we don't. Okay, honey, you know what to do. Join Source Light School and then tell me. So imagine what could happen when all of our souls get to truly shine. All it takes, you don't have to learn from me. Do you know there are tons of other teachers out there? Things like this are popping up everywhere. They all think that it's new, that they're the one. It's like when it hit the planet, it hit everywhere. So all you have to do is what we just did tonight for yourself. Go back and watch the video over and over if you want. But there are other tools that work better and faster that we'll give you in this class. So just know that. So we're going to dance and integrate all the information that you hopefully received tonight. Here we go. Okay, everyone. I gotta get my face up here. I give thanks to the elemental forces for holding space for us tonight. And I give thanks for all these beautiful souls that are doing their sacred work. And I close this circle in the light. All right, my lovelies, this was fun. Happy holidays until the new moon. All right, I will see you all next time for sure.